Violence in the West Bank, warnings from Washington, and rare condemnation from Israel's own leaders. As fires burn across Palestinian villages, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio fears the unrest could shatter Gaza's fragile ceasefire. Tonight, the tension between peace and provocation is once again on the edge. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has voiced concern that growing settler violence in the occupied West Bank could threaten efforts to maintain the ceasefire in Gaza. Speaking to reporters after the G7 foreign ministers' meeting in Canada, Rubio said there was some concern about the unrest spilling over and affecting progress in Gaza, though he added that Washington does not expect it to derail the truce.
Yes, look, certainly there's some concern about events in the West Bank spilling over and creating an effect that could undermine what we're doing in Gaza. We don't expect it to. We'll do everything we can to make sure it doesn't happen.
Rubio praised Israeli President Isaac Herzog and senior military officials for condemning the recent attacks, which saw Israeli settlers torch Palestinian factories and farmland near Nablus and Tulkarem. The American diplomat's remarks came amid growing criticism that the Israeli government has remained largely silent on the violence. The US State Department has continued to monitor the situation closely, with Rubio emphasizing that preventing escalation in the West Bank remains essential to preserving the fragile calm in Gaza. Israel's president and top military officials have condemned a surge in settler violence in the occupied West Bank, following a major arson attack on Palestinian villages earlier this week. Authorities said dozens of masked settlers set fire to vehicles, factories and farmland near Beit Lid and Deir Sharaf, clashing with soldiers who arrived at the scene. 4 Israelis were arrested, but 3 were later released, a move that drew criticism from the military. President Isaac Herzog described the violence as shocking and serious, urging state institutions to act decisively to end what he called a growing threat to Israel's moral fabric. His remarks were echoed by IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir, who said such acts contradict Israel's values and divert troops from their mission of protecting communities and conducting security operations.
I strongly condemn the recent attacks by Israeli settlers against Palestinians. We are aware of the recent violent incidents in which Israeli civilians attacked Palestinians and Israelis. I strongly condemn them. The IDF will not tolerate phenomena of a criminal minority that stains a law-abiding public. These are acts that contradict our values. They constitute crossing a red line and divert the attention of our forces from fulfilling their mission, defending the communities, and conducting offensive operations. We are determined to stop this phenomenon and will act on this matter severely until justice is done.
The Israeli police said investigations remain ongoing and pledged to bring offenders to justice, regardless of background. The United Nations has reported record levels of settler attacks in recent months, warning that unchecked violence risks deepening instability in the West Bank as tensions across the region remain high.